You're gonna be an occupational therapist in 2026. Let's go over everything you need to do to pass the NBCOT. First, we're gonna talk about your study plan. I studied for 1 month about 4 to 6 hours a day. A main way of retention with knowledge was to write everything down. I swear to God, I went through like 5 or 6 notebooks, just writing things down constantly. I used 3 resources: NBCOT study pack, the AOTA study pack, and the therapy ed book. I know it seems like overkill, but that test is so expensive and I wanted to make sure that I would pass on the first try, so I invested. I truly feel like each resource had its own unique benefit. I would say the ones I used the most were the AOTA and the NBCOT. I took every possible practice test that I could. After taking each test, I would go over which answers are right and which answers are wrong and why they are right or wrong. One other resource that I used that I absolutely loved was OT Miri on YouTube. Explained things in a way that was just so easy to process and memorable for me. I knew I was ready to take the exam once I started to pass my practice tests. In fact, I did not even book my exam until I was passing those practice tests. I feel like reviewing why my answer was right or wrong really helped me with active learning versus just reading something. I was looking at my answers, deciding why it was right and wrong, and then going from there. I was also crossing off topics I felt competent in so I could focus on my weaker areas, and then going over the reasoning as to why you were right or wrong. And that's part 1 of this video. In part 2, I'm gonna share with you the exact strategies and techniques and little tips and tricks that I use to actually pass the exam. I'll see you then.